Hey guys, it's Animation05 and I have absolutely no fucking idea how to make videos anymore. This is confusing. How do I do this again? I don't know. Hey everyone, I'm Animation05, the girl who reads comics, and welcome back to my channel. 2 weeks ago, I think, I don't know, a week or two ago then I guess, I got notified by Simple Simon who said, hey, you passed over 200 subscribers. And I'm like, yo? What? I didn't know that. I never thought I would even pass 100 subscribers, but yet here you are. So thank you. Today, as you can read by the title, I want to talk about Witchblade. And I will talk about the first 6 issues of this series because I finally got the 2 other trades. Well, actually, it's bullshit because this trade right here, I already have it since Glare. This one I have since the summer. And, you know, when I was being all Sherlock Holmes on the internet, I read that there was a 3rd trade coming out. Or it was supposed to come out, but I could never really find it. But last week I was at a comic shop and there it was, all alone, waiting for me. So now I can finally do the video that I guess I mentioned in my first video. I should say videos to do, because I said, you know, I want to do videos on why you should be reading Witchblade. And I actually want to dive into the new one because it's a current run. Its first issue was released, I think, in 2018. Wow, I'm so well prepared. And 2017, December. So it's actually going on now for 3 years. From that, Laura. It is written by Kittredge, if I pronounce that name correctly. And it's drawn by Roberta Ingranata. And I think it's a pretty decent series. I mean, I am a fan of Sara Pezzini, Witchblade, and this series is pretty much a total reboot. It has absolutely nothing to do with Sara Pezzini. However, sorry about the nails, by the way. I mean, at least it gives off like the thing like, oh, she's such a hard worker. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But I really like the artwork, goddammit. Woo! So, it's all about Miss Blondie right here. Her name is Alexandra Underwood, or Alexandra Underwood, you know, to be totally American, which still comes with a shitty accent. It's kind of similar to, you know, the Sara Pezzini run. She is like in law, but she's not a police officer. However, it is totally different. Obviamente, I mean, it's a reboot. Yes, I like it a lot. But, well, I guess I'll do that later. Like the one thing that I kind of dislike. But as I said before, I really like the artwork inside. She's like into this witness protection program. And the Witchblade, the artifact, chooses her when she is getting killed. Just like, you know, it kind of is a flashback to like the first like Sara Pezzini. That's not the first one, that's the last issue. The last issue I do not really want to read because I don't really want it to be over with. So sentimental feelings, what are those? But yeah, she gets to this whole rebellious thing, you know, like she's supposed to be dead, but this artifact kept her alive. And she basically just has to give in to the power that the Witchblade, you know, wants to give her. And if she doesn't give in, then she'll get killed. God damn it, fuck. All right, so also in the first issue at the end, there is an interview with the 2 ladies, which is pretty interesting. It's also interesting to read their take on this particular Witchblade. I guess one of the words used is to make a more feminist Witchblade. I mean, obviously, because Sara Pezzini, it was made in the 90s, and in the 90s, pretty much a lot of women look like playmates. And so this Sara Pezzini, she was more naked than she was dressed. And I'm not complaining. Huh. So this is the first issue. I have the first 10 single issues of this run, which I found by total accident in some random ass nerd shop. And I had no idea what I was getting. I was actually in doubt because for these 10 issues, I guess he was charging 45 euros. And like, I don't know, Blondie. Who's Blondie? These are pretty much the first 6 issues, which sums up the first trade. However, these are the remaining issues. I also really love this cover. God damn it! I love it! As you can see, it's the same cover. Ooh. Ooh. Ah! This is what I will talk about really soon. So this is basically a tortured girl. She has a lot of inner demons from her past that is like haunting her, and it's really coming out while the Witchblade is trying to, you know, like control her body in a way. So I think it's really interesting. I mean, the first 6 issues, I think only at the end of issue 5 you get to see her version of the Witchblade, and it's also the last page that it happens. And in issue 6 you kind of see it happening for a few panels, which was, I was like, we're already 6 issues in, you know, there should be at least already something that you can see her power, because I thought that with the, I should not compare, I know that, but yet I do, because I'm a very judgmental but you know, like with the first Witchblade, there was like a lot of action right away. You could already see what the Witchblade was about, the power, etc., etc., etc. And here it's just a lot of build up, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I don't know. I mean, I think that this story is really nice. I really do. I really like it. It's like a thriller. It's like a detective story. It's kind of like everything that's right up my alley. And it just happens to be Witchblade, which is a very sentimental, emotional, valuable thing to moi. But I guess if someone else would pick this up, there might be a fat chance that this person maybe not like it. I mean, it's just my opinion. Because when she transforms into the Witchblade, those of you who know Sara Pezzini, we all know that, you know, she was not wearing anything. She was almost completely naked. And then we have this right here. This is how she gets introduced at the last page of issue 5. This is issue number 9, the cover. And in issue 6 there are I should say a few panels where her version of the Witchblade is shown, and I'm just not sure what to think of this. I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think also the downfall of this could be that I am so well attached to Sara Pezzini's Witchblade, and I should not compare once again, but yet I do. But I don't know, I mean, even if you're a new reader, I'm not sure. But the story is really good, at least for the first 6 issues. I'm really like into it, and of course I will be also doing a video on what I think of the second trade, and then eventually the third trade. Yeah, it's third trade, whatever. Allora, I really like it, but as I said, there are just a few things that I'm just like, I'm not so sure. But let's just take a few peeks inside, you know, because once again, I think the artwork is pretty amazing. Also, for me at least, personally, these single issues, I was really lucky with the first 10. Are really hard to get by. So I'm really dependent on the trade. But yeah, I really like it. I do. But that's also because I kind of know what the Witchblade is about. So I'm not really too surprised. I really also love this cover. You know, this is, I guess, how all of us lady feel when we're on our period and we lie in bed, that we think like, oh my god, I think there's like a tsunami everywhere, at least, or maybe it's just me. Again, artwork. The camera doesn't really do its justice. I guess my computer cannot really handle everything because I have old shit. Ooh, gotta appreciate. La 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 la. So I think it is, if you can find a trade, because I think the first few trades of Image Comics is not really that expensive. So for you to check out, or maybe when you find it on discount, you know, check it out. Maybe it's something that you like. Maybe you're like, god damn, this is badass. But yeah, it's totally like nowadays the girl's properly dressed. Let's see, where is it? Number 5. Okay, so number 5. Let's see. I mean, I might as well just show you the last panel where she turns into the Witchblade. Just this. I was like, damn. I don't know. But, I mean, I guess it kind of looks badass, but to each their own, of course. Where she's fighting all these demons. Ooh. So if you really are into like supernatural shit, like witches and kind of like historical shit, but it's not really historical, so I don't know why I said that. Well, because it's an artifact that is wielded, whatever the word is, by many women in the past, as this cover pretty much shows. You know, the history. And then, of course, I am a bit upset that there is no small reference to Sara Pezzini. I mean, basically it takes place in New York, just like Sara Pezzini's Witchblade. God damn it. Why didn't you know? I guess it's something new, so I just have to accept it. And if I want Sara Pezzini, I should just read it, I guess. Look at that. Once again, the artwork, which is by Roberta Ingranata, I think she did a wonderful job. I mean, I'm not easily pleased when it comes to nowadays artwork, but I am with this. B. And did I already show you this? This is like the only action so far that I've seen her as the Witchblade. And then she transforms back into, you know, Miss Underwood. And I'm like, come on, we're 6 issues in. I want fucking Witchblade action full galore, baby. But yeah, I think you might like it. As I said, if you find a trade pretty cheap, I think, as I said before, Image Comics sells them, I think, for $10 for the first trade, which I don't think is that bad of a deal. At least it's better than paying 45 euros for single issues that are only 10. But it was worth it. I mean, I'm glad I did it. Otherwise, I would have never discovered this. And it was also just really this cover that really called my name. And I was like, she's blonde now? What the? But yes. Shall I really go into detail about the story, or should I just, I mean, I already talked about spoilers, I guess. But yeah, she works in the law, and she was a journalist before, and, you know, the girl has seen some shit because she went to Afghanistan, and she's seen some friends getting killed, and, you know, all the good stuff. So I guess that's why the Witchblade chose her, because the Witchblade knows that she's a strong person and she can handle it. But I hope that there will be more action in the second trade. I just hope, you know, because I mean, I can handle slow starters. I can. But if it's Witchblade, I want some fucking action. And I really hope it's going to happen in this trade right here. But since this is the cover of the cover of issue 9, well, number 9 would have also been a good sentence. Fuck it. I hope it means that there will be some more action in there. So, I will talk about trade number 2, I guess, sooner or later, because I am in a Witchblade fight, at least in this new one. And I'm really happy that I finally got number 3, so I can continue. So yeah, I guess maybe next week or the week after, there will be a number 2 and one about number 3, whenever that may be. Also, I want to do some more videos, but I'm kind of, I don't know, lazy? I guess that's the word. Anyways, I read some really amazing manga that I also want to do a video about because it's probably one of the best mangas. I'm not even kidding. One of the best mangas that I've read so far. The story is just that good, and I really want to share it with y'all. I will not say the name, you know, because anticipation that no one has and no one cares, which is good. How many minutes are we? 60 minutes. I think I should wrap this up. So there will be more content soon. There will also be a live stream sooner or later. I've been getting some questions about the one that I've been doing with Hellacious Hero Joe. Well, it's on a break at the moment. You know, people have a life and we all have to accept that. So we will return eventually. When? No, we'll saw. But I've been setting up some stuff with others to, you know, some gaming stuff and comic related stuff. So fuck knows when that will happen, but it will happen sooner or later. So until then, pick up Witchblade trait number 1 if you like the artwork. You're probably not that much interested the way I talked about it. Oh, you just want hips and tits. That's true. I want Sat Up and See Me. But I think this story, I think Alex Underwood is pretty amazing as well. So, until then, read your comics. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's been a while since I made a video. So, ciao, I guess. Ciao!